Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. Like usual, we're going to begin with Skogul the rock thrower. We're going to go collect some more small stones. In case you don't know about the rock thrower yet, basically the challenge is I'm going to be playing as a paladin. Of course, right now I have no vocation, because I decided to start in Rookguard again, and this time I will only be allowed to injure enemies using small stones. I cannot use fist fighting, I cannot use any runes. The only way I am allowed to deal any damage is with the small stones. As you can probably expect, it's going to take quite a while to get this character anywhere, so right now I'm just focusing on getting some small stones built up. Hello everybody. Hey guys. Oh, actually I accidentally attacked that snake. Lost my focus there. Okay, someone must have been here recently, because usually the young troll isn't really so close to the entrance. Well, I'm glad you were. Alright, let's ignore the snakes for now. There's one more spot I need to go and grab that one final small stone for today. When it comes to this character, I don't think I will start playing until I have like 100 small stones put away, so it's going to be like a month or so. Still, small steps, I guess. Is it too loud compared to the music, or just too loud in general? I mean, I could try to speak a little bit quieter, I guess. I still didn't adjust yet. Right, now the toughest part of the challenge. I have to duke all those rats. Oh, okay, I see. Still, thanks for letting me know. If there's anything about the quality that you think I should change, then I would very much appreciate it if you let me know right away. Hey NV. Alright, and here it is, our final small stone. Only afraid of one thing. I don't know how many of you are oriented in Rookguard bosses, but exactly in this spot you can meet one of the bosses, the cave rat called Monster. And it's quite a rare one, and it can also... Wait, what? Distorted, you say? Let me try and up my microphone a little bit. Sometimes it just gets weird like that. Tell me if it is any better now. Alright, in any case, back to the topic. That spot, when I am picking up the third small stone every day, you can meet the monster there. And basically I would like to hunt the monster if possible, however not with this character, because this one has no chance to beat him. Running into the monster would be quite unfortunate, I think. Especially since he spawns with quite a lot of additional cave rats. Yeah, I have no idea what is wrong with my microphone, but sometimes it does this weird thing when it just starts generating very weird sounds. I have it set so that even if it happens, the sound is like almost unhearable. However, it definitely distorts my speech a little bit. And I forgot to tap the microphone before I started streaming today, so that's why you could hear all that stuff. Okay, first let's clear the scorpions, of course, like I mentioned before. Today we're going to be just... oh my god, so much damage. Actually. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, it's not very safe, especially when the Bone Lords spawn all their skeletons. Someone must have been here, I think, because the Bone Lords never summon the skeletons on their own. They always need to see an enemy before they start summoning. So, who knows, maybe someone was getting their crown armors today. Alright, and there we go. So, those brown breads and the ropes that you see here have been actually left by me. I try to keep myself entertained by creating this symmetrical shape in the middle, the Black Knight's body, usually. Around it, in a cross formation, the dead scorpions, they usually spawn quick enough so that I can keep them all fresh around the Black Knight. Then it's diagonally the ropes, and then at the far ends, almost touching the fires, the brown breads. Actually, I haven't been able to do the Banshee quest yet. It is quite difficult to do, and I don't even need any of the items in there. Before I was planning to do it because I was using swords and I wanted that giant sword from there, but since I switched to axes and I am actively hunting for an axe that is simply better than the giant sword, and I also have the Boots of Haste already, the Banshee quest, while an interesting challenge to be sure, isn't a priority at all. In any case, I am in no rush. So, before my streams, I would only calculate, rather reveal, the amount of kills I did for that day. If you were watching before, there used to be somewhere here text that said what items I got and how many Black Knights I killed on that day, but I decided to switch it up a little and I'll be keeping the actual kill count updated so that you can tell how many I have killed in total the entire time. Yes, exactly. It wasn't on stream, but I have everything recorded, as I always do, so in one of my future videos you will definitely see me dropping those Boots of Haste. I mean, it's going to be quite a challenge to dig through all those kills. I would like to make like a compilation of every single Black Knight kill, speed it up like 200%, have it go really quickly, only the drops. But I will see, because it would be quite a lot of work right now, and I still didn't get the Dragon Lance. Okay, so first of all, let's place all the scorpion bodies in the correct places. There we go. And of course the Black Knight in the middle. Now, timer, let's see. We need to keep monitoring how soon he can spawn. Let me get rid of those spears right here. And now the text. So as you can see, this was the 210th kill. And let us note what exactly we got this time. It was 36 gold pieces and 2 spears. And now I need to also update my private notes. I will definitely make an Excel spreadsheet into some sort of table. Also include it in the final video Alright, so I have been farming the Black Knight pretty much all day today. Got up in the morning and just kept going and going. I got the lightning legs, which aren't that very rare. I think they're like 1 in 174 kills. And let me see, I got them exactly at 183rd kill. So not that far away off the kill amount that was specified in the wiki. I got Boots of Haste way ahead of schedule, so I'm hoping that since I already got one item on schedule, one item off schedule, it's already time to get that Dragon Lance a little bit before it is supposed to drop. Not gonna lie, I don't think how long I can keep going. Like, I'm still enjoying this, but I would already like to start doing something else as well. Still, there's not much else I can do. I could go hunt dragons, trying to drop that Royal Helmet and Dragon Scale Mail. But to be honest, the only thing that changes is that I will be able to gain some EXP while still technically just farming that one Dragon Lord that spawns in the Dragon Lair that I have in mind. So yeah, I don't think there will be that much of a change. Definitely will be a little bit more interesting. All the dragons roaming around, having to duke them, etc. Because right now all I'm doing is standing here. I can't even walk away from the screen because the Black Knight spawns are highly irregular, especially... Oh, so it sounds weird again, huh? Let me just brace yourselves. I'm going to mute myself for a minute so that you don't hear the tapping, but I need to tap on it again. Is that better now? Hopefully. From time to time, like I said, he does this thing when he starts generating this weird noise. Anyway, but back to what I was saying. The Black Knight, especially midweek, can respawn quite irregularly, so you can't even expect him to spawn at any time. And if you aren't there when he spawns, he could, if he combos properly, kill me in like 3 turns. Not to mention, even though the scorpions can't exactly hit me hard, they can poison me. Oh, much better now, thanks. Let me know if it gets worse again. It might do that sometimes. I have no idea why it keeps doing that, but from time to time it just sounds really bad. Anyway, the scorpions, they can poison me and they will drain my HP pretty quickly as well. So I can't even walk away from the PC. If I have to go and take a break, I have to leave the room, go outside where I was locked out before, and going back into the room means I have to fight the beholders again, as well as probably fully respawn scorpions, and the Black Knight is usually always waiting, respawned again, even though he wasn't supposed to respawn so fast. And that costs quite a lot of resources. Actually, let me check. Those items you see on the ground actually are items that I left here, so don't be suspicious. I am considering picking them up right now. That's why I'm letting you know. Those are mine. I left them here. Let's see. How much can I sell the steel shield for? In Venor, it's 80 gold coins. How about the battle hammer? The battle hammer is actually 120. How much do they weigh compared to each other? Battle hammer is 68. The steel shield is 69. Okay. Nice, but also way too heavy and not cost efficient. There we go. I think the brass legs are like 23. Let's see. Brass legs, there we go. Oh, they're actually 49. It's not that bad, but how much do they weigh again? 38. Not ideal. I will stick to the battle hammers. There we go. 7 minutes. Not terrible, but I really hope it speeds up a little. During our first stream, if you remember, if you were there, he could respawn like in 5 minutes. I think we had a 4-minute respawn once. We'd definitely love to see some more of that. I have marked the Dragon Lance as valuable loot. Let's see, how do I access the drop tracker? Yes, there we go. Mainly because it is a green item for some reason. I really hope that it would have the blue color. I mean, it's not like you can see it when it is equipped, but if it is in your inventory, it's that thing that they added quite recently, I think. Every item has like a rarity marker, I guess. So the Terra Rod that I have is a green item. If you take a look at my boots, they are blue. Same for my armor. And yes, the Dragon Lance is apparently the same tier as the Terra Rod, which is very weird. It is like a level 60 weapon, and it's also a quest weapon only. There we go, another set of energy fields. I'm trying not to look too much at my inventory because it really is a mess. I wish that maybe someday they add some new pants that are obtainable for free account players other than the night legs. Oh, it is. I actually had no idea. So what, the Dragon Lance is very cheap. Wait, no, there's no way, because the crown armor is like 13. And it is, I mean, the crown armor, I think it's like 20k tops, and it is blue as well. We will have to verify that, but I don't believe that the crown armor is that expensive. Let me kill this Black Knight and then we can check what... the Rashid price for the crown armor is. Alright, so it takes into the account all the servers then? Is that it? What did we get again? Rope and a two-handed sword. So let's reset the timer and input some more text. 211. And let's get rid of that scorpion right there. Another scorpion tail. While we wait for the body, I'll input drops back into my own spreadsheet, and there we go. Alright, let's see. Encyclopedia, you say. Brown armor. Okay, so we can sell it off to an NPC for 12k. And the average market price is pretty much the same. So unless there is a way to check the average market value, weird stuff. Let's see the crown shield, for example. Yeah, it's definitely a green item. Let's see. Maybe the dragon lance is just even cheaper than we first thought. Dragon claw. Look at that. The dragon claw is worth like 246k, and it is a green item. And then we have a blue dragon figurine, just really all over the place. Oh, the dragon lance is pretty cheap though. I mean, it would make sense if it was the market price, but it apparently isn't. Well, we thought that it is, but what price are we taking into the account exactly? Because the market price theory doesn't really work. Yeah, I checked the market price. Let's see again. So let's take a look at the dragon claw. Yeah, the average market price for the dragon claw is 240k, and yet it's a green item. Maybe it's not the market price, but the NPC price, I guess. Dragon lance is like 9k, and if we take a look at the crown armor, yeah, you can sell the crown armor to an NPC for 12k. Oh, like that, you say? Well, I don't think it changed anything, but maybe that's because Sakura is pretty much streamlined when it comes to prices. Alright, I see how it is now, so... yeah, it becomes purple, alright. Alright, you guys are correct. So it depends either on the NPC sale price or the market price, whichever we choose. But in neither of those, the dragon lance is going to be a rare item. It's a shame, really. The item rarity should really be a separate mechanic, separate from value, I think. Yeah, or we just realized what was going on. When looking in the encyclopedia, you can either check to calculate the rarity based on the market price or the NPC sale price. And that's what was going on. So I was looking at like the 9k that you can sell the dragon claw to a seer for. And if I checked the market value, then it was the 200k. Oh, I can. I would like to do that, so let's try it. Oh, if I had a premium account, I could set the price to whatever I want, but I cannot, because I am a free-to-play character, of course. It's really incredible how Zipsoft manages to add those nice quality of life changes that you don't really even need, but somehow you still have to pay for them. Yep, you can do that, but it requires a premium account. Yeah, if I could, then I would definitely just set all my equipment items to yellow, just to make them look cooler. Maybe not even yellow, I think purple is okay. Sorry about that, someone was messaging me on Steam. Trying to get him to let me go. Alright. Yes, we were kind of short on these guys. Hey Ord, I see you're saying hi again. Well, actually, when it comes to Zipsoft, you can presume that all of those features are gated by premium. There's so much stuff that you can do as a free account. The quick looting is the biggest example. The drop tracker, for some reason you cannot track more than, I think, 5 drops if you're not premium. Hey Ziggy. Yes, there's quite a lot of stuff that is premium only. Do we know if the charms are premium only or not? Because I think they are. Oh no, actually, as a free account you can assign 2 charms to creatures. And if you want to assign any more, then you need premium. I mean... oh, there we go, I almost missed the Black Knight. The premium account, especially for Tibia, it's not that very expensive. If not the fact that I chose to play as a free account, then I would definitely be playing on premium. There's just no reason not to. Besides, a month of grind just to get the free premium account, it's really not worth it. Like, rather play the game instead of, I don't know, toil away just to receive something extra. I like how it works in old school RuneScape. In that game you can actually win some more tedious work, but eventually get to pay for that premium account, the bond or whatever, with your own in-game earned cash. If you're playing on a higher level, then you can also probably earn enough money in single run just to buy another bond and keep your premium for like another 2 weeks. But in Tibia, even though they implemented a very similar mechanic, it just doesn't work as well. Yeah, free account is really bare bones. But then at some point you realize that, at least I did, that I like the free account playstyle way more. Like seriously, you wouldn't expect to be locked out of every single spell as a knight, for example. The knights have the worst of it, I think. As a knight you have no offensive spells. You don't even have that one spell that makes you an actual blocker. You know, the XZRS, the one that gathers attention around you. You cannot be a proper knight playing for premium. You cannot be a solo knight if you don't play if you don't pay for premium because you don't have any offensive spells. I have no idea what the free-to-play knight is supposed to be when it comes to team hunts. Still, there's probably no free account team hunts anyway. To be honest, I was sort of hoping that I would drop the Dragonlance today, before the stream, so that I could edit a video, it up today, before the stream as well, then on the stream focus on some other thing, because right now we have already been here for like 15 hours live. There we go. Same stuff again. Let's reset the timer. This time the entire thing took us 12 minutes. Kill number 212. 66 gold pieces and 3 spears. Let's get rid of the spears. And I also have to fill in. Okay. Oops. Oh yeah, when you play as a premium account, it's very, very possible to get level 100 in a matter of days. Especially if you had your character prepared and you either were offline skilling for like a year or two before you started playing, or even if you just bought a character of the bazaar, which actually you should probably do if you plan on playing. I was talking to a guy last week, I think, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, and basically he bought a character like level 10 knight with 105 club fighting, I think, for 250 Tibia coins. So it's not really that high of a price. Probably just someone who was skilling up their character decided that he needs some Tibia coins rather than that one card that they're never going to play. Free-to-play does require more patience, but at the same time, it is way slower paced. Relaxed, I think. That's why I enjoy it way more. I remember the last time I was playing as a premium account, I was hunting in those new Carlin cultist areas, you know, the one that you access through the Corum Cave, with all those renegade knights and other creatures. And it was kind of fun for a while, because my level bar was going up so fast, even though I was like level 100 plus. It was way too fast, at least for the first couple hours. But then I realized that I'm not having any fun other than looking at the level bar getting bigger and bigger, other than the numbers rising, giving me some minor amounts of dopamine. It was actually pretty boring. It was just going in, gathering enough enemies so that it was efficient to use my AoE spells, and then just front sweep, XORI run, spamming potions to keep myself alive as well as keep my mana high, and then again and again. It was really bad. To be honest, if I ever finish my challenge and I get all the items, then I will probably just let the character go, never touch him again, just keep him as a trophy, and then start the challenge again, but on some other character, and then I would buy the pack, of course. Sorry, I'm silent, but I'm reading all the comments. You guys are actually very, very active today. Really glad to have you, by the way. Yeah, I am definitely going to go and try the stone refiners at some point. However, they can deal quite some damage, and I don't have access to stealth rings, not a reliable one in any case. So I would either have to block them with fire bombs, or maybe firewalls, or, well, just be way higher level. But I definitely am considering them since I know that they drop quite a lot of money. Oh yeah, getting a pre-skilled character is good if you are interested in this modern Tibia era playstyle. If you just want to get a character to a high level and start enjoying high-level content as soon as you can, then definitely you should go for a pre-skilled character from the bazaar. But if you want to actually have fun and play, I think there's something special in skilling up yourself, especially the old school way. The offline training kind of takes away from the entire experience for me. Even though I was a premium account, I remember that I would take my knight to the Isle of the Kings and just skill up there. Yeah, for those who do not know, Scott Daniel, known also as Lord Kurgave in-game, he skilled up his character to like, what, 96 club fighting, am I right? Before he started leveling at all. Quite impressive, to be honest. By the way, I like skilling because it is like the completely AFK kind of progress. If you don't feel like fighting, if you don't feel like leveling up and paying attention to the game, you can just go somewhere chill, grab like a white deer or monks or whatever you want, and just slowly improve your skills. Ensure that the next time you're skilling up, I mean leveling up, you have better damage output, better defenses, stuff like that. So it's also progress, but a different kind of progress, while having a completely different playstyle. Yeah, as a freemium account, I mean, you can also level up quite quickly, especially through the first bunch of levels. But at the end of the day, there's a very limited amount of places where you can level up. Oh yeah, I can definitely see why you would get bored if you were playing Skyrim. When I was skilling up this particular character, I was playing some Fallout 4. I play on Sakura. It has been my home server for the longest time. So yeah, Bethesda games are kind of weird in that sense. Like, when I play Morrowind, I want my attention to be completely directed at the game. But if it is about... oh yeah, I know about the delay. There's nothing I can do. My internet connection is great. I am sending enough packets. The YouTube page tells me that the stream status is excellent. So the 20 seconds of delay, no idea where that comes from. back to the topic, Bethesda games. Like, the Morrowind is the only one that I can take seriously. If I play Oblivion, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Skyrim, I always consider it like a very generic RPG that doesn't really put any attention to the actual plot. Even if there are plot elements and dialogues, I just either skip them really quickly just to get exploring another caverns, or just don't pay attention to them while I have some sort of podcast or other YouTube video or maybe a stream in the background. Like, I enjoy the mechanical part of their games, but I seriously cannot bring myself to call them RPGs. Sometimes I feel like even an MMO like Tibia has more plot than those RPGs do. Something wrong with my throat today. Getting raspy really quickly. Actually, my magic level has been going up pretty fast ever since I have been fighting the Black Knight. Oh yeah, it definitely helps, especially in Skyrim, when you're trying to roleplay as your own sort of character, even though there aren't many choices, and you can't really do much in terms of roleplay in certain quests. You can just choose to do only certain plot elements, maybe add some headcanon and imagination. But when you start playing Fallout 4 and you get a voiced player character, and no matter which option in the dialogue you press, he always says the same thing, when you don't even want to use cams that you are so used to from the previous titles, just because for some reason your character does this very weird shout whenever it takes like a small dose of psycho or something. I just cannot take that game seriously. You don't follow your own character, you follow someone else's idea of that character. That's why when I play Fallout 4, it's quite a good action shooter, I think. The gunplay feels really good, so what I do, I crank up the difficulty to maximum, I download this mod that increases the amount of enemies by like 20 times in every single cell, and then I just make it into a hardcore survival with so many enemies that every single location is actually an hour-long challenge. Okay, 12 minutes, so it's like around 9 minutes for the Black Knight to respawn and then 3 minutes for the fight. I think we're going to be quite good. Let's update the text. 13. Only Vance is asking in the game window. No, it is not 237 yet. If you're watching the stream, then you should see it over here, but we are currently at kill number 213. Oh yeah, I was also watching the Major Slack Attack guy for a while, but at some point I just didn't really get anything out of his videos. They're really cool. I really like the idea of his video format. but for some reason I just can't suffer through his videos. The first ones, like the True Challenges of Skyrim, something like that I think it was called. That's when I started watching, and some of them were really cool, but then it just started getting like more and more chaotic to me. I was trying to get into one of those pure orc builds of his, but it really didn't keep me occupied. Not really sure why. I think that's great content, but I just can't get into it. When it comes to Skyrim videos, I really like this one guy. I don't really remember his channel name, but he has this like small dinosaur mascot, I think. And he does like legendary difficulty builds. You should be able to see it right here. Maybe I'll make the text a little bit bigger. Just like that. You should be able to see it right here. In the upper right corner of my game. So that one was number 213. On the other note, I was able to finish my bug bestiary today. There's like 5 bugs that appear outside on the way to Venor. And killing just them, I was able to finish the bestiary. Oh, don't worry about it. I am also running low on food. I would like to go and buy some eggs, but you actually cannot buy any eggs in Venor. Wait, 256? I thought you said it would be... Let me see. Oh no, yeah, you're right. You did say it would be number 256. For those who don't know, in my Discord there's people betting on... Well, not exactly betting, just trying to guess how many kills it will take for me to get that Dragon Lance. So at first our guy Only Vance said that it would be number 204 I mean. However, on the 204th kill we didn't get the Dragon Lance. Actually, to make it even better, I got nothing, which is also quite a rare drop when it comes to the Black Knight. He very rarely drops nothing. And right now the guesses are either 237 by Only Vance, his second attempt, and Ord says that it would be number 256. So I am going to try my best to prove them wrong. That's right, Alberto, I'm going to keep killing the Black Knight until I get the Dragon Lance. As you can see, it is even in my drop tracker. Would be lovely to get one at some point. That reminds me that I didn't roll for my prey today. Hatchling, Skeleton, Fury, Fire Devil, Cloak of Terror. Let's try the Hatchlings. 20% defense, not bad. But definitely not worth hunting. Close, but not exactly. I think it's, let me check, it's 1 in 347. The actual drop chance is 0.29%. What do you mean skill statistics? Do you mean kill statistics? Let me also pull up the Tibia stats page. There we go. The problem with Tibia stats is you don't exactly know how many they killed. And they don't have any percentage, they just have these kills to get one. However, you can definitely tell that their info isn't exactly reliable, and they didn't have that many tries, that many kills, I mean. Because for some reason, in their case, the boots of haste is like 1 in 493. The knight armor is like 1 in 247. I've already gotten quite a lot of knight armors, and I didn't even kill knight 247 times. And I can assure you I am not getting that lucky. Also, they claim that you only need to kill the Black Knight 123 times to kill the Dragonlance. I think that is because they only bothered to get one of every major drop and then decided that it's enough for the stats to justify that they know everything. And they actually don't even have a drop for the piggy bank, which is supposed to be incredibly rare. Oh yeah, I got the Boots of Haste as a drop from the Black Knight. That's right, Lord, I am keeping all my data, however, I'm not sure how exactly can I upload that to the wiki. Like, what should I just add all my drops in there and modify the numbers, update the percentage or whatever? Because I did consider helping our wiki out a little bit, however, I just am not entirely sure how to go about that. I should also think about finding some other music to play in the background, because I feel like I already know all the tracks by heart. So I don't think we're going to go for a very long time today. Last night I did a pretty long stream and I couldn't really sleep for too long to sleep it off, so this time we are definitely going to have to end at a more reasonable time, maybe like 2 hours from now I think. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe if we get that Dragonlance soon, we can start doing some actually interesting stuff. I will also want to hunt the vampire, the single vampire in the Plains of Havoc area, to get that vampire shield at some point. There we go, another knight armor, proving Tibia stats even more wrong. That cannot be a 1 in 247 drop. Let me pull up my exact stats to let you know exactly how many that was. First I will need to fill it in. There we go, knight armor. Now let's search for it. So we have dropped the knight armor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times already in 214 kills. That's right, Alp. I have already killed 210 Black Knights. So let's see. I got 5 knight armors already. Let's pull up the calculator and see. So it's 5 out of 114 times 100. So there's like 2.3% to receive the knight armor. Let's see. Actually, we might have been getting quite lucky with it, because Tibia Wiki says it's 0.75%. And according to Tibia stats, let's see, it's 1 in 247 in their case. So the Tibia stats claims it is 0.4%. So yeah, we can definitely be more biased towards the Tibia wiki stats. However, it seems that we are quite extremely lucky with the knight armor. So when it comes to the best weapons, if we're just talking purely about the attack stats, the best axe is the war axe, the one that drops from Lost Bashers. Of course, it is incredibly rare. I think it's like 1 in 900 drop, so very rare, very difficult enemies. Pretty much an end goal for my challenge. And of course, 47 attack, so 1 lower is the Dragonlance, which I am trying to get right now. When it comes to swords, the best sword has 46 attack, I think, yes, 46. The Giant Sword, which you can either receive from the Banshee quest, or as a drop from BP Bloodbath, the mini ward change boss. And there's also the easiest way, the clubs. It is the easiest because it is quite trivial to receive the best in slot weapon, but you also cannot improve as far as the other weapons. The best weapon that you can get, stats wise, is probably the Warhammer that you can either buy for 10,000k, I mean for 10,000 gold coins in a shop straight up, or just drop it from a Wild Warrior and some other enemies. Really a very simple unlock. You just have to get level 60 and you can wield that 45 base power weapon. If you want an upgrade from the Warhammer stats wise, then you probably should look towards the Iron Fists. Incidentally, they also drop from Lost Bashers. They have the same attack of 45, the same as Warhammer. However, they have a higher defense, way higher defense in fact, because the Warhammer is very low. I think it's like 10 defense, not really sure though. Still, the Iron Fists, but the main difference is the Warhammer has 3 imbue slots, whereas I don't think the Iron Fists have any. Oh, the Wild Warrior doesn't drop the Warhammer anymore. Let me check it real quick. Would hate to give you wrong information. There we go, Warhammer. So, Furious Troll, Cold Enforcer, Select Dwarf, Toad. Actually, you are right. You cannot get the Warhammer from the Wild Warriors anymore, which is weird. But still, there is the Toad, right? You can find the Toads in shadow form, so it would still be obtainable. Let's see how rare it is. 1 in 700 Toad kills. And when it comes to previous statistics, it says 1 in 1200 actually, but that's only 1000 kills, so yeah, Tibia Wiki says it is 1 in 700 kills from Toads. They aren't very difficult, so it's just a matter of time. Actually, I am 100% sure that I did receive the Warhammer from a Wild Warrior before. I have a very vivid memory of killing a random Wild Warrior east of Thais. That one spot when there's a Wild Warrior and a Valkyrie, and I definitely got the Warhammer. Though maybe it's just my memory playing tricks on me. You can never be sure. Still, the Toads, right? And if you are not limiting yourself from buying items from NPCs, then you can just drop it, buy it for a small amount in cash in a shop. So if you're not into difficult unlocks, such as the Dragon Lance or the Giant Sword, then just go for hammers. That 2 points of attack isn't going to be that huge of a difference, and you can always just try and drop some lava rings to make up for the damage, I guess. Oh, that's a real shame, man. You definitely shouldn't be drinking too much if you're forgetting stuff about Tibia. Come on. How do you forget stuff about the game from 1997? What really gets on my nerves sometimes when I'm fighting the Black Knight is that if you try to cast the energy field on the exact spot where the Black Knight is standing and he moves, for some reason there's some kind of, I don't know, auto aim that makes the field actually land in the spot where the Black Knight goes, rather than in the spot that you were exactly aiming at. Yes, exactly, the Warhammers definitely did drop from the Wild Warriors. No idea why they decided to tweak that particular drop. Still, at least there is a creature in the free account area that drops it. Still, the progression of the maces, the clubs, isn't that easy either. I think I did the research once and didn't really note it down, so I can't exactly tell you how it would look, but it is far from ideal. Only Vance says that maybe it was because his mob dropped a strong weapon. Well, that was true until they introduced the minimal level limit, like level 60 to use the Warhammer. At that point you are allowed to have that weapon, especially since you can literally buy it in a shop for 10k. I think it is Alp. I definitely know that you can train as a paladin, but yes, I believe the melee training was also an option. So let me quickly record this skill right here before I forget. To be honest, it has been a while since I have actually done that weird combat tutorial on the Island of Destiny, because when you get there you can just tell the NPC that you want to skip the entire thing, and that's what I was usually doing. But I was talking to a guy in our guild today, and he mentioned that you can also do it as an elite knight, so I'm like 90% sure that you can. Not sure why you would want to do it though, because there's way better ways to train yourself. Starting with the white deer, going through the mud sheep actually. Quite a lot of convenient and better sustainable ways to do that, while also having access to good mana regeneration, magic level training, stuff like that. Oh yeah. I regret not doing that, but I think it's already too late, I guess. From what I understand, you actually have to retarget the enemies. I haven't really tried it myself, so I cannot tell you for sure, but I believe the guy that I was talking to today said that you have to retarget the enemies. To feel like going and checking on some bosses. Maybe you could see if Grovelam is there later. but let's stay for like 5 more kills. Let's see. My charm points aren't exactly going very fast. I haven't been focusing on them, but I would like to unlock the low blow sooner or later. No, I am not Nephroty. Nephroty is one of our boys. I don't think you can actually do PvP on the Island of Destiny. I haven't really tested it myself. Like I said, I didn't really play much on such servers. But I don't think you can. It's the same as Root Guard. It's protected. Let's see who's online. He isn't online right now, but he's playing as the Iron Blocker, I think. That's what he named his character. Oh, you can. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. And player kill on Dawnport. That's actually interesting. I mean, I don't think you lose anything if you die on Dawnport, right? So it's not exactly very useful to be PKing there. But it would be fun to make like a couple level 15 characters, maybe even 18, let's say. Just enough to have this margin, so that you don't level yourself up away from the island. But just grab a couple of people, get to level 18, just stand outside of the city, and never let anybody out. That would be fun. But I don't think there's that many people starting the game nowadays. Paladin Ironman are actually quite popular, I think. I mean, DRP is pretty much the epitome of playing solo. If you want to play as a free account, it gets a little bit tricky because you do not have access to many of the ammo types that you would usually rely on, but it can still be quite interesting. Also, you probably don't have that many options when it comes to bows. I would have to check it out first, but I'm quite certain that the best bow you can get as a free-to-play character is the Elvish bow. Let me see actually, let's check the wiki for distant weapons and just sort them by level. Alright, so of course the bow, the crossbow, then there's the Elvish bow that drops from Elf Scouts or the Fire Starters. And better than that, any other bows. Let's see, the Silk Weaver bow, it drops from the Orc Marauder. Who's the Orc Marauder? Oh yeah, the Zelwan Orcs, so you cannot get that one. The next one, the Composite Horn bow, Cave Chimera, Ironblight Paladin, Elder Worm, nothing to play. Yol's bow, it's a quest bow. Alethriel's Elemental bow, also not dropped by anything. And then there's the crude Umbral bows, the Warsinger bow that you also can only get from a quest, the Hive bow that drops from Hive creatures, and then we're getting it to level 100. So yes, if you want to play as a free account Paladin, then your bow options are very limited. The best armor you can get, I think, is the Paladin armor, that either drops from the Bog Raiders on Robson's Isle, or in the Sunken Mine you can fight the Deeplings Scouts, and they drop the rusted armors as well as the rust removers, so from those you could obtain the Paladin armor as well, though those are quite rare, I think. Let's see, I have killed like 8,000 Deeplings, and I didn't get a single Paladin armor yet. That's how rare they are. Still, the Deeplings are probably a nice option for a Paladin, because they drop the hunting spears very often. So you would at least have a guaranteed supply of the hunting spears. Remember that as a free-to-play Paladin, you cannot buy all arrow types. I think you can only buy like up to sniper arrows. Hey Brandon, welcome again. So the Paladin is quite limited, way less upgrades compared to the Knight, but probably still quite fun. If you want to play a Ironman Paladin, then you should definitely consider going premium with that. There we go, finally. After 9 minutes almost, another Black Knight. And how did it go? Oh, I think you cannot go to Rookguard if it is your first character, an account. Yes, exactly. You need to get a character to mainland and then you can go for Rookguard. But to be honest, it's not required to go to Rookguard before you go mainland if you want to play as a Ironman character. It is something I decided to do because I like Rookguard way better, and I think the items that you obtain there are better suited for a difficult start. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter that much. Dawnport is also very viable. The idea is the same. Maybe the first 2 hours of the game look a little bit different, I mean, because you have access to other weapons. For example, the longsword that just drops out there better than the katana by 1 attack point. Definitely a nice option. But still. Alright, the troll guards, I always forget about them. Well, I'm definitely not getting them anymore, so... hopefully I never find myself just those couple charms short and I misclicked. Actually not sure how I ended up with 52 energy fields. I can't remember missing before. It's the first time, I think. Maybe I'm wrong though. Oh, you got one from the pouches, huh? I tried doing the pouches pretty early in my challenge and got quite lucky with the drops. I mean, pouches drops, I mean. But I didn't get anything valuable. Oh, I can still get it then. That's right, there's like this raid that says that there are trolls trolling west of Karlin or whatever. If troll guards appear then I guess I will have to be wary of that one. The problem is I cannot fast travel, so that one might be over before I even manage to get there. Oh, that's true. Actually, I was considering something else, like during the King's Day in Tibia, in Thais. I think the royal mages can sometimes summon lizards as well, so that's also a way to obtain some lizard items. Yep, he probably does. That's right. So let's see what we get. Let's reset the timer. 216 kills. 2 brown breads. Quite a lot of items this time. Dark armor. 12 gold pieces. 9 times. There we go. Yeah, the Carlin raid is probably impossible, but I can definitely try and camp the entire day during the King's Day. I mean, when I am going after such rare enemies, charm hunting, my level will probably be quite high, so my rune damage will be quite high as well, so I'll just buy some avalanches or fireballs or whatever. Aped Silo, yes, I did receive multiple Knight Axes and Knight Armors as well as the Knight Legs. I got pretty much every single item from the Black Knight, save for the Piggy Bank, which is the rarest, the Ruby Necklace, and of course the Dragon Lance, so the item that I am after. What shortcut? Is there a shortcut? Let me just quickly record the kill in my spreadsheet. Oh, the horse carriages, yes, I know about them. But they cost money, don't they? Traveling between those cities doesn't really take that long. I am very much used to traveling. Yes, I know that I can rent horses, but it is like 500 gold coins for a single day. Plus, I don't really like Tibia horses. They don't look very flattering. So I probably won't. There is something that I wanted to check for a while. Let me see. I'll take a look at the outfits. And I want to check the Jouster outfit. Yes, there we go. I want to see how he looks on a mount. Oh, it's actually not very nice. Let's see, how do I make him move? There we go, movement. Yeah. I was hoping that he would be holding this lance, like, lower. It would look pretty cool, I think. In any case, let's check. One of my outfits. Why can't I? Never mind. Okay, I don't care. Well, I don't know, when I get bored, when hunting in a single place, I like to decorate the floor. I remember when I was playing a lot on my Rookstayer character, I would cover the entire Minnow Hell with single pieces of meat. Yes, exactly, that was what I was thinking when going for that one. But still, I didn't pick the Jouster mainly because I cannot get any mounts. and just walking with a lance seems very, very silly to me. In any case, Minnow Hell, entirely covered by single pieces of bead. The whole place looked so orange it was actually unbearable. I had to go and collect it all in single spots because it simply hurt my eyes. We should have like 3 more minutes before he spawns. Actually, I wasn't even able to use my previous temporary gold converter. I only started converting later on, and it pretty much went completely to waste. Real shame with that one. I haven't gotten a steel helmet for a while. I mean, maybe not steel helmet, because that one I can sell. But I would like a dark helmet to place here, because I can sell the dark helmet. Oh yes. As soon as I get... Oh, 6 minutes, nice. More people must have logged on or something. As soon as I get the dragon lance, I am out of here. Like I said, I'm not yet bored of the farming, however, how long can I spend in a single area? I remember when I first came here, when doing the crown armor quest, just for the armor, just hoping to kill the Black Knight once before I die, just to obtain the items. This area looked so cool, like the fires, the lights, the dead trees and everything. The entire journey into the earth and the beholders on the way. It was really, really cool. The atmosphere was great. But when I decided that I need to farm the Dragonlance, now that I have been spending my entire free time just standing here staring at this same scenery over and over again, it suddenly isn't as magical as before. So I could really use a little bit of change. Not like I am sick of it yet. I can definitely manage maybe 1 more week before I decide that I am completely done. And hopefully by that time I will have the Dragonlance already. Besides, I have no reason to ever return to the Black Knight. I have already received all the other drops I can expect from him. Plus, he will never be easy. I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, I feel like I have, but there was this one guy who just ran into the area. It was level 400, I think. And he started whooping my Black Knight, even though I just began and set up my fields. He decided that for some reason he was going to be an alpha or something. And even though he was spamming all of his offensive spells, it still took him quite a while to kill the Black Knight. So, never is a nice enemy to fight, I think. Well, the thing is, I am intentionally not doing BB Blood buff right now, mainly because even if I get the Butcher's Axe, I cannot damage the Black Knight, because his armor is just so very high. I would rather just keep my defense high, save some money on potions instead. And the Giant Sword is still just simply weaker then the dragon lands, so I might just as well fight the boss that I can control how many times I kill. And the Banshee quest, I definitely cannot clear it yet. I would first of all need another one of those miraculous prey bonuses that would reduce the amount of damage I take from the Dragon Lords. And then I would still have to somehow fight my way through the Warlocks, all those demon skeletons on the way, all the Banshees. It's definitely not going to be an easy one. That's why I am saving it for last, especially now that I have the Boots of Haste. There is simply no reason for me to risk death. Let's see, what else can we do to make it look better? Maybe if we get like some steel shields, but I only have 3, so we would have to go and kill some more beholders. I guess let's try and do that. Keep ourselves occupied. Hopefully that wyvern doesn't realize that we're here. Okay, no lag this time. I have been talking to guys on my Discord lately, and someone came up with an idea that there should be someone doing a challenge that only allows you to use items that you get by killing other Ironmen on a PvP server. So, an Ironman, only Ironman. That is actually quite a high skill. I mean, I killed the Black Knight at level 50 with the heavy trident and like 60 axe, I think. Still, I used the field tactics. It's just way faster to have that guaranteed damage. It's cheaper. I can get like some kills when it only costs me about 10 potions. Of course 10 field runes to kill him, so that's quite cost efficient. Well, an Ironman at Retro Hardcore would be just a nightmare. Oh yeah, the first kill would be almost impossible, I guess, but let's assume that there would be some rules that would guarantee some starting items for you. I can only hope that it is the case. Besides, even if you do that challenge, if you somehow manage to get a steady influx of items from other Ironmen, what are you going to do once you run into the guy who does a Ironman only Ironman challenge? So he can only use items from other Ironmen who hunt only Ironmen. Yeah, my damage is really terrible. I mean, I'm not using my Naginata, but still, the Knight Axe isn't that much weaker. Haven't had a high hit once. Let's heal my poisoning already. There we go, 116. Yeah, if you don't have a guild to scare away the random DKers, the ones who play on a PvP server but don't even know why, because they cannot play or kill pretty much anybody since they are on their own. They tend to just go after easy targets, I don't know, vent their frustration or something. Definitely wouldn't recommend. Well, what you're saying right now is pretty much the basic tactic for every player killer. Like, armor doesn't really do that much. You don't need that to be very good. You actually don't want that to go PKing. You can especially see that when it comes to those old Tibia videos, where guys would just go empty-handed, equipment full of items, runes, stuff like that, just to get some items from the players they kill later on. Thanks, Magic Mike. So, no luck with that steel shield. We cannot finish our shrine of increased spawn rate quite yet, but maybe one of the beholders in that room respawned. The wyvern came back. I didn't really want you, wyvern. Why are you doing this? You did a lot of damage with your poison. Oh yeah, I mean, I can get that. It's not like you go playing on a PvP server and don't expect to get player killed. Maybe it's just because I always appreciated the player versus environment part of Tibia way more. Scorpion tail. Come on, give me a steel shield. No luck, alright. Oh yeah, you cannot really go for any prolonged hunts, because you are pretty much guaranteed to get targeted by someone, and you don't really want to lose all of your potions. I mean, there is that twist of Fate Blessing, I think. I can't remember what it does, let me see. Actually, it doesn't say here, but it is the one that was specifically made for PvP servers, right? Those Twist of Fate blessings not work on the hardcore PvP, because that also might be the case. Yes, Mount Sternum is pretty much a death trap. There's so many tight corridors and other windy places, and everything is connected to everything. There's multiple ways to reach certain places. And of course it was like the main spot to be leveling up. Everybody wanted some of that Cyclops action. One life only Ironman? That would be... I think possible for quite some time, but it would require quite a lot of preparation. To be honest, if I were to do a 1 HP only challenge, I wouldn't even bother trying to go for an Ironman. just getting to like level 50 without taking any damage ever. Even if you're allowed to have money and items from your different accounts and characters, that would be challenging enough. Well, maybe as an Ironman. I don't really see how though, because when you start the game, you do receive the status shield if you try to go for the Rookie Guard questline. That would be the safest way, I think. So when you just start the game, you can try and get the status shield, get the doublet, get a saber. I think you receive. No, you don't receive the saber, not until you kill the couple rats. So the first hurdle to overcome would be those rats. I think that rat fight is completely RNG. There's no way to ensure that you do not receive any damage, because you do not have access to any ranged weapons yet. You have no ways of making money, or actually do you? Doesn't Lily buy blueberries from you? I think she does, right? So you could try and just collect blueberries through the entire duration of your Rookie Guard stay. So you first do the Rookie Guard, you get the status shield. You go and find the doublet in the place where it usually is. And then you just collect blueberries for a couple days straight. And once you're done collecting the blueberries, then you can go and just buy like the leather armor. I think you can buy, the best one you can buy. The leather legs, leather boots. Chain helmet, I think, is the best one you can buy. And then you just go full defense and level up on rats till level 8. Once you hit level 8, I guess you can go paladin and try to receive no damage after that. I might actually do a one-off series about that. That's a nice idea, thanks Mike. Let me keep it down actually. Yes, Carisco, I know about Kurlam. On one of my previous streams we already went ahead and mapped the entire area, all the places where he can respawn. So we are very much prepared for Kurlam. Let me just reset the timer again. Pull in the text, there we go. Luck Knight number 218. Deep brown. Good. GP. Oh. Okay. Again. Well, the problem with Kurlam is not only is he a rare boss, you also have to go quite out of your way to locate him. But worst of all, those steel boots are quite rare. Oh, like that, with only one life, so hardcore. When I die I quit. Well, to be honest, I never really liked the idea doing a serious playthrough where I could just lose everything after a single death. Whenever installing all of those hardcore, very difficult Skyrim mods or Fallout mods, players would always recommend using the hardcore setting, but I seriously am not a huge fan of that. Also in Minecraft I think they have a hardcore setting as well. I enjoy the idea that I can restart if I mess up. So I definitely wouldn't make that a lasting series, but I could definitely do a one-off. What I just described, so only 1 HP. Oh nice. We got both the Bone Lords already. Let me just place the Black Knight on the spellbook so that when he decays there's something in the middle. Well, to be honest, I haven't had any connection problems in Tibia for quite some time, so that is not a problem. The problem is, you can literally just play it so very safe. It's not like any other game where the enemies get harder as you progress. You cannot beat the game without fighting the stronger foes or bosses. You could literally just play the entire game hunting some slow spot for 10 years, reaching like level 200 and then never having to fear anything again in the entire free account area. You know what I mean? I think avoiding death too much takes away from the fun. If I were to play on a hardcore config, I have to delete my character if I lose, I would definitely play way too cautiously and make the entire thing way too boring. Like, I'm taking some risks right now, not very big ones mind you, but still. I'm trying to make it a little bit more interesting than I normally would, because I like to play very cautiously, very safe. But Tibia definitely allows you to just never get in a situation where you could die. Yes, exactly. I mean, Rookguard is in an interesting spot, because before we got those, what's they're called, the Dawnport sets, it was actually quite possible to die, even on high level. Don't forget that no vocation characters receive quite small amount of HP per level up. I think it's only 5 or 10. I don't really remember, I didn't level up quite a long time ago. It was quite a long time since I have last played on my Rookstair, that's what I was going to say. But I interrupted. There we go, the Steel Shield, we've got it. In any case, if you have the basic Rookguard set, so the Chain Armor, Legion Helmet, Copper Shield, Katana, Studded Legs and Leather Boots, you can very much get killed. It's not even that difficult to happen. Even with the Dawnport set, I think, one day where the wolves were boosted, I just went away for a short while, found myself dead, just surrounded by like 5 wolves. Because your HP is low, your skills are low, you never get very high skills as a Rookstair. You are never 100% safe. On mainland though, in a place where you have access to skills, to equipment, to... well, with gear like mine, there is a huge amount of enemies that I could fight with zero risk. Enemies that probably wouldn't be able to hit me for like more than 5 damage at once. Just my natural HP regeneration would probably be enough to out-heal any damage they can do. Almost 7 minutes. Hopefully the Black Knight appears soon. I only have 21 mana potions, so we will have to go refill after this kill. the ring if there still is. Okay, there we go. Impact Analyzer. All-time high DPS 202, I think. Wait, what? 24,000? They do only 24,000 damage total in my entire... I don't think that's right. No, never mind. Next weekend? No, probably not. Like, I don't think I need to increase my skills as much as I need to increase my level. Because the problem is, we'll be facing enemies who have very high armor values by the end of my challenge. Namely, the Lost Dwarves. They have like 51 compared to, or maybe even 57. I keep forgetting, let me just pull it up really quickly. So that I don't give you any wrong info. That's right. A Lost Basher has 57 armor points. So every hit I do, 57 of that hit is going to be just straight up reduced. So I should be more interested in raising my level, because that increases the minimal damage that you do, rather than increasing my skills, because while that also increases your overall damage, including the minimal damage, I cannot really level up without also increasing my skills slightly. Of course, skilling is more specialized, as in you don't gain any experience, but you gain the skills, so that you make your future hunts a little bit less costly, more efficient. But I don't think I will have any hunts that I have to be efficient at. I am not spending that much money on supplies. What can I really hunt? Like dragons, stuff like that. I won't be spending any money on the necklaces. I won't be spending any money on the imbuements, because all that stuff I have to either loot myself or I cannot use. That's why I think that I won't really be skilling that much more. Like, if I feel like it, then sure. I would definitely like to at least prepare myself for some monk skilling, maybe the Maze of Lost Souls, like we were talking about yesterday. But I am definitely not planning on doing any long skilling sessions, because the minimal damage is actually going to be more valuable to me than the maximum damage right now. Like I said, I cannot really level up without increasing my skills at the same time. So unless I find myself not doing enough damage to enemies that I should be able to kill reliably, then maybe I will just go and skill a little bit. Or if I just don't feel like actively playing, then sure, some passive skill increase would be nice. But other than that, definitely no more long skilling sessions on this character. In the long run, just having a higher level will be more beneficial than having high skills. Yes, I am definitely keeping the stone refiners in my mind. I'm just not really hard pressed to go there yet. As far as I know, it's pretty much crowded all the time. And I don't have the weapon or the skills yet to deal good enough damage to justify my place in there. the adrenaline burst, I don't know. I was thinking about the one that increases your crit rate chance, because I will definitely be spamming that one. Let's reset the timer, change the text. Actually, with 10 mana potions, I think I should be able to kill one more. If I run out, then I can always just fill up on the strong healing potions instead. Would be nice to get the 220th kill before we go. Go ahead and get rid of some more beholders, I guess. I won't be fighting the wyvern because it's just not cost efficient with the night axe. Costs way too much to get healed. A morning star. Definitely want that. I think the way adrenaline burst works, it only activates once you receive damage, right? I think. Let's actually take a look at all the possible charms that we can get, as well as their relation to items that we are in enemies that we will be fighting. So let me just target that scorpion so that we some more food, and let's see. We have go to encyclopedia, and then, well, the low blow, I think it feels like the best option because it's just 8% more critical chance, and my main weapon, when I get the dragon lance, it will always have 3 imbuement slots, so I might just as well always have the crit chance on it. That 8% critical hit chance, it will definitely increase my damage, no matter what kind of enemy I'm fighting, right? When it comes to poison, right? It's just 5% of the initial hit points as self damage. I don't think any of those just basic elemental ones are any good. And remember, I can only have 2, right? So ideally, I would probably want the low blow. And then, well, something else. I'm not really sure which one, but yeah, we'll have to think about it. Maybe even dodge. Wouldn't dodge be pretty good when it comes to reducing overall damage I'm taking from creatures? Weapon-wise, I am hunting the Dragon Lance right now. And other than the Dragon Lance, there is only one upgrade that I can have, and it is a very rare drop from the Lost Bashers, so there's no rush with that one. The thing is, only can have 2 charms, right? So I might as well just go for the best one. It's going to improve my overall damage no matter what. Then I can go for like dodge or something, I don't know. Not even sure which one is better. Bless? Does anybody ever pick Bless? I think it's the most useless one, right? Freeze, not that great. Cleanse, maybe. Still, not that great, I think. Wound also makes sense. Maybe, I don't know. Gut seems fun as well. Oh, I am poisoned. That's because of the scorpion that appeared nowhere. Let us position ourselves, I think. Here's the place where you should die. Alright, Black Knight, I think it is about time. You appeared again, right? You have almost had 7 minutes now. Who knows, maybe we can get the Dragon Lance on our kill number 222. I don't know why I keep expecting it on a weird number like that, but it would be cool. Quite surprised that there's always so many people willing to watch me, especially since the last couple streams has been nothing but me standing in this room, having less and less interesting topics to talk about. Let's get rid of that scorpion first, so it can be quite annoying. And now just focus on running properly. We only want to be hit like twice, at this point and at this point. Of course, the Black Knight can still throw the spear at us, so it's far from ideal. But still, I need to try to take as little damage as possible, since we already only have 6 mana potions left. And that was a very heavy hit, 197. Well, I do agree that you have to kill quite a lot of those monsters to be able to activate the charm. However, don't forget that my gear at some point will simply stop improving. So I am thinking about creatures that I'll be fighting all the time. For example, the stone refiners or dragons. I might want to be able to reduce the damage they deal to me, especially if I am never able to improve my defenses to be high enough to get comfortable with them. Especially if my main weapon will be the Dragon Lance. With like what, 17 defense I think it has, or maybe 16 even. In any case, it's very low, so any sort of damage reduction would be very welcome. Maybe even the Deeplings. Now that I think about it, being able to dodge one of those 100 damage water spears from time to time, definitely worth the effort. Okay, no more mana potions. Hopefully he dies before he lands under heavy hits, and of course he doesn't. And nothing special, okay. Let's reset the timer so we know how much we have got left. Then kill number 220, 27 gold pieces and the spear. Right. Then let's note it down in our notes. 220, 27 GP, spear. Alright, so let's go quickly. Of course we get poison. Wondering if someone has done the entire calculation of how many charm points you can actually get as a free-to-play character. There can't be that many, right? I will still be doing videos. I'm only streaming because the updates will be more and more difficult to get. As you can see, I've been working on that Dragon Lance for like 2 weeks now. That's why, just to stay in touch, I'm doing streams as well, but there will be regular videos. Just like before, same format. So don't worry about it if you are not into the streams, which I can absolutely get. Then stay tuned, and there will be more videos. Definitely won't be a situation when I tell you that if you want to see something, then join the stream. All the important stuff that happens on a stream will also be included in the videos. Let's see, I think there's some adventurers south from here, so... Oh, there we go, there's one. There's the other. Since I'm working on charms anyway, we can start slowly working on this one as well. Yes, don't worry about it, like I said. There's nothing that very important happening on the streams ever. I'm only doing them because I don't want to keep completely silent while you wait in the darkness for another update. Plus, I think it's a little bit more fun for me to farm some of those stuff that I am looking for while live. Let's sell our junk for battle hammers, 2 two-handed swords, longsword and a morning star. Yeah, and we buy some more potions. Actually, I've been also looking at the feverish citizen, I think. Yes. You need 500 kills to get the bestiary. I was able to get 25 today, just by walking around the city, but it was actually very difficult. There's so many players on high levels, just running with all the mounts and speed equipment and speed spells, just tossing explosion runes and other AoEs. If I were actually trying to do the charm actively, I don't think I could compete quite at all. Okay, so I want like 150 those. I also forgot to buy potions, so let's fix that right now. I usually go for 160. The Jin loot, as well as the Rashid loot, I am not able to sell it. I cannot sell it to the market, and I also cannot sell it myself to an NPC. It's not RuneScape, so I cannot alchemize it into gold. In other words, I'm just hoarding it, if I bother to collect it at all. For example, the heavy tridents, those are worth like 2k each. I was just leaving on the ground. What's that? Ectoplasm, okay. So, let me place some of those items back in the storage. Alright, and I also need some more food. It's quite a waste, but I am going to buy some white mushrooms just because I don't want to make an entire trip to another city to buy the eggs. I could go by carriage, but that would probably cost me more than it is worth. Wait, what? Did I see? A feverish citizen, oh my god, can we get there? Yes, yes we can. There we go. Nice. There's so many bottles on the floor. Some people. Show depot. I mean, I have already left. I don't have that many interesting items, but sure, we can go back, take a look. Actually, I was meaning to tidy my depot chest up a little bit, but I didn't have the chance. I don't have any interesting items. Mostly it's just a lot of warrior helmets, the lightning legs, I guess. Pickaxe, here's my Naginata that I'm not even using anymore, because for the Black Knight purposes, the Night Axe is better. It's mostly just junk. Old items that I didn't sell yet. Rashid items that I cannot sell. I should definitely do some deposit management, because it's really a mess right now. The autolog has betrayed me. Okay. 8 minutes and 30 seconds, so we can very much expect the Black Knight to be there already. Which is a shame, because fighting all those creatures at once is going to cost us quite a lot of supplies again. Well, you should definitely try. It's quite a lot of fun. Planning ahead, thinking what items you can get, when you can get them, etc. I find it way more fulfilling than regular gameplay. And of course, if you ever get bored or decide that it's not for you, then you can just stop. There's nothing keeping you playing. The main reason why I'm playing as a free-to-play character is I know the free areas way better, first of all, and second of all, I find that this challenge is way more finite. Like, the moment when I can stand up and say, okay, I've got everything, is way closer compared to the premium variant. Farming all the items, all the quests, just completing the entire game as a premium character can take years. I think someone told me recently that like level 400, 500 is the level when you can realistically expect to be able to do everything in the game. Oh, the Black Knight's still in there. That's fortunate. We can hurry up and get rid of the Ball Lords first. That's right, I got the Boots of Haste from the Black Knight. I didn't attempt the Mama Longlegs fight yet. I simply decided that I am not quite prepared. I would like to get the Platinum Amulet from her, but then again I can get that from any other boss. I mean, any other giant spider. I forgot to change my stance. In any case, Mama Longlegs is on the list, but not very high. Not yet. Let's munch on some of that meat. Right, no overreaching. I only need to go up to the fire level. Oh yeah, I can get the Dreaded Cleaver, however, the Mama Longlegs is only 3 kills per account. The Dreaded Cleaver is quite rare. I might just as well never see it. And it is basically a weaker version of the Butcher's Axe that drops from PvP Bloodbath. Mama Longlegs does drop the best 100 weapon though in the entire challenge. The Bloodied Edge, I think it's called, is like 43 base attack and it is a sword. Compared to the giant sword that has like 46 attack, it actually is a pretty good trade-off, so 3 attack difference and in return you can carry around the shield. So if you are lucky enough to get the Bloodied Edge from the Mama Longlegs, then it definitely allows you some more flexibility when it comes to your builds. Especially since the giant sword has a very low defense, like most of two-handed weapons from that level tier. Can you please? Thank you. Now that was quite a high combo. Yes, exactly. and I'm already going to depend on too many rare spawns to care about swords. I thought I was being clever by going after the Black Knight instead, because I thought that at least I would be in control of how many I kill. But as you can see, still isn't as quick as we would like. It was nothing this time. Alright guys, give me a moment, I need to answer a call. I'll be muting myself and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. The drop from Butchers that I'd like, that would be the War Axe. Basically similar stats to the Dragonlance, but one more attack, like 3 less defense. The difference of one attack isn't really that great. But I said I would be going after the best gear, so that's what the best gear is. So if you guys have any ideas of some other challenge playthroughs, I would definitely be interested in hearing about them. I am working on some other side series, since this one is going to be only getting slower and slower and dependent on more rare drops. I would like to keep you entertained by some other ways. I might try that no damage taken that I misunderstood. But in the end I'll probably recognize Magic Mike as the one who came up with it. Only Vance suggesting fist only challenge. I don't like that one. Ideally it would be something that doesn't take a long time and a lot of effort, because I will be still pumping most of my free time into this series. So a side challenge ideally would be one that I could do quickly in like a couple hours, maybe a couple days. just to do something interesting while we wait for an update on this main series. I think I remember the Bone Lord Eye being kind of expensive. The King Curse? You mean when you go to one of the guards and say fog or whatever? To be honest, if I was going to do a 1 HP only challenge, I would just not bother with taking HP damage, or rather reducing my HP to 1. I will just make sure I don't take any direct HP damage. So the moment I see a blood hit on my character, I consider the challenge failed. Alright, I forgot to check how many charm points you can get as a free-to-play character. I'll have to Google it after this fight. Maybe someone has done the math before. And then we can plan which charms we're going to pick. There we go. Builds are waning already. Start replacing them slowly. And we're taking heavy damage, so let's use one of our strong health potions, walk through the middle so that the scorpion kills itself. Perfect. I'm considering that 1 HP challenge. It is quite interesting to think about it, but I cannot figure out what the goal would be. Like, obviously the first one would be to complete the entire Rook Guard. Maybe set up an additional challenge to obtain all Rook Guard items, though I think that one would be impossible. mainly because of the skeletons who can cast the life drain. Maybe the entire rookie guard quest, but that also makes no sense, since that orc wizard can cast spells which are guaranteed to deal damage to you, no matter how well you play. Still, there has to be some end goal. That's something we have to consider. Oh, that was actually in kill number 222. And we just got 3 spears. Alright, so we got that, and now let's see. Tibia free account charms. There we go. Someone asked how many charm points are possible to get as a free account. Okay, so according to the Tibiopedia, every single creature that free accounts can kill right is the total of 2544. And we can only have 2 charms active, so it wouldn't be enough to get the dodge as well as the low blow at the same time, which is a shame. Maybe there's new creatures though. Let's see, how old is this question? It is actually over a year old, the answer that was received. So perhaps there's some new creatures that were added. Let me go to the site that they're quoting. Okay, that page is pretty bad, so let's find maybe some other page. Or maybe I can just look through the bestiary myself. Actually not, because I don't have any of the potential creatures unlocked. Well, I guess I'll be worrying about it later. So yes, when it comes to base equipment, just looking for the highest armor value, the royal helmet, the dragon scale mail, knight legs, steel boots of course, and the vampire shield is the best shield that I can get, though I won't be using shields, the dragon lance being a two-handed weapon. However, the royal helmet and the dragon scale mail aren't the weapons aren't the armor pieces that I'll be using, if I can help it, because overall the dwarven armor and the dwarven helmet actually offer better protection from melee damage, especially when fighting stronger creatures. I know I can, yes. The war axe is my final goal on this challenge. I don't believe I will be attempting to fight any bashers without maxing out my other gear first. So the war axe is the final weapon that I obtain, and before I try that, I would like to have the dwarven helmet and the dwarven armor, just because the bashers deal so much melee damage. I want to reduce that damage as much as possible. So while we're waiting, let's see. free account creatures, maybe. I can pop a list. Okay, list of creatures in free account areas actually works. So let's sort it by EXP obtained, because I suppose those that give you 0 EXP are mostly things that you cannot kill or get the bestiary of. Right, so there's the butterfly, which is worth 1 charm point. Wow, that's useless. Chickens, let's see. Are the chickens worth killing? They are 5 charm points. Okay, so I would have to note it down somewhere. Maybe make an Excel sheet, another one at least. Oh, black sheep is a separate creature. Wow. And I would need to kill 250 of those. That's going to be a pain. Alright, I won't be doing this list right now, because there's definitely nothing interesting in that. Painted soul. They also count as bestiary items. Alright. In any case, hopefully ever since that guy asked his question, there have been enough free account creatures added so that I can get that charm point amount up to 2600. Because I would like to have the low blow and the dodge. There we go. 7 minutes, not a bad time. I would like it to be a little bit faster, but can't really complain. Midweek, I think I have been waiting like over 10 minutes per respawn. Okay, the field should be vanishing anytime now. There we go. I don't know if you guys are into 4chan green texts. Well, I wish they had commands for chat as well. In any case, I have read an interesting green text quite some time ago. It was entitled The Ghost Puncher, I think. And it is the most fake sounding ghost story that I have ever heard. But at the same time, I cannot hope more that it is true. I don't know if you're familiar with The Ghost Puncher, but basically the story is there's this couple of guys who work out in the same gym. And one of them, the most muscular of them all, kind of a musclehead, accidentally punches a hole in his wall in his apartment, and he finds this weird his secret room with a weird skull with some markings on it. And so he takes the skull and places it somewhere outside so that it's very, very easily visible. And ever since then, some weird stuff starts happening around him, as if he has been jinxed. And so they start going to different places, trying to get help regarding that skull, because they, at least the other guys, not the actual owner of the skull, but his friends, think that it might have been cursed or possessed or maybe something like that. So they start consulting with different quote-unquote specialists regarding that topic. Let me just note the loot table quickly. I'll continue in a second. Statistics are the most important part of this whole challenge. Any case, they go to one of those medium women, claim to be able to contact with the ghosts. However, the guy who is being actively haunted doesn't even realize that, because he's either so stupid or so stubborn that he doesn't realize that there's paranormal stuff happening around him. He listens to the woman say some stuff, but in the end he decides that it's all just a bunch of BS, and he doesn't really care for any ghosts. He doesn't believe in them, so he just goes back home. And sometimes at night in his apartment there will be all those paranormal activities, you know, lights flashing, doors opening by themselves, items flying off the shelves. So what the guy did was he bought a whole ton of Bibles, crosses, holy water. He would smear his hands with the holy water, and whenever some paranormal stuff started happening, he would just run around, shout at the ghosts, actively like chase after them, try to punch the air, like to scare them away maybe, who knows. And he swears that from time to time he would actually connect, at least feel like his punches connected with something. And at some point, when one of his friends, when he came to his house and realized that the entire place is pretty much wrecked, because the guy was pretty aggressive with fighting the ghosts, and he would knock over his own furniture, he would destroy items, he would punch even more holes in the wall for some reason, trying to intimidate the ghosts, I guess. At some point his friends hired a spiritualist to go to his apartment to check things out, and the spiritualist said that the ghosts actually do not seem malevolent but more scared of the guy. So yeah, it appears that he was able to assert dominance over paranormal forces. And then she confirms that this weird painted skull was the item that they were attached to. So when the guy hears that, he just grabs the skull, smears it all over his balls, and starts smashing it over the wall. It's actually a pretty amazing story. If you ever have the time, then you should definitely Google it and read The Ghost Puncher. Actually, this is something we could be doing in the meantime. I could be just looking for some interesting green text stories and reading them out loud while I am completely out of talking topics. Oh yeah, the music is indeed quite sad, but the whole story is has a happy ending. I mean, you could call it that. So basically it turns out that in the same room where there was that skull, there were also some documents. So basically a bunch of people got like tricked out of their money by some old guy, and the guy was still alive, and the ghosts were trying to take revenge in some way. That part of the story really doesn't make much sense to me, but still, if we want to believe the narrative, then that's what happened. So the guy takes the papers, smears them over his balls, then crumples them up and throws them away, but then for some reason decides to take the papers, uncrumple them, and bring them to the guy that was for some reason mentioned. No idea how he found out what the guy believes. Also a fantastic element of the story, which makes it quite less believable. And basically he intimidates the guy, who actually dies of a heart attack soon later for whatever other reason related to this guy's visit, and the ghosts for some reason are now happy and thank him. Weird stuff. In any case, I think that's a good idea, so let me look for best green text stories. I'm pretty sure. Let's go, a massive dump green text stories. While we wait, I might just as well read some stuff for you guys. I wish there were some titles, but there aren't any. So the first one. Be me, be 11. Realize I'm gay. Oh no. Live in backwards tiny redneck Eurofac town, would get kicked out if anyone found out. Pull up this ridiculous macho persona, get really into sports and hunting and stuff. Turns out my hunting buddy is gay too. Forbidden love.jpg. Be 25, tall and into sports, so women go after me left and right. Have to find an excuse to turn them all down. Find this nerdy freak girl who hates me. Start hitting on her really badly, she obviously turns me down. My beard hates me. I don't give a damn. I'm going to be censoring all the bad words just in case. I want to be a tame stream and channel whatsoever. The girl suddenly isn't around anymore. Turns out she's gotten this crazy abusive boyfriend who won't let her leave the house. The cops can't do anything, everyone looks at me and I'm supposed to do something about it. Gotta pull the macho face, get some friends, including my hunting buddy, and walk up to the boyfriend's house. The girl pulls some Stockholm Syndrome loony shit about how we don't understand their love. The boyfriend is insane. Things get heated and I end up stalling the boyfriend, who shoves me off the building. The love of my life watches as I fall to my death. My feeling when nobody still as slick as Gaston. You know, the Gaston guy from The Beauty and the Beast? If you think about it, then yes, his story is pretty messed up. Yeah, I mean, I am not monetized at all. The channel is too small and I doubt it will ever grow enough to be monetized. Even if it can be monetized, I don't think I would like to monetize it yet. Maybe someday when I feel that my content is actually worth any money. Not right now. Alright, another green text story. Crash the night at the bro's house. Wake up after the night of drinking. Feel like some breakfast. Hey man, what have you got to eat? He murmurs back from the bedroom with his girlfriend. There's cereal in the fridge. Cereal in the fridge. Think this is a joke? Check the fridge. There's cereal. There's cereal in the fridge. Walk to his bedroom and laugh at him and call him retarded. He gets all angry and mad with his girlfriend there. Seriously, who keeps cereal in the fridge? Go away, man. My girlfriend does it, and it's how you store cereal. At this point, I'm pretty annoyed. Your girlfriend is an idiot, haha. He flips out. He kicks me out of the house and hasn't talked to me for a week. Cereal in the fridge. Seriously, I shouldn't have to apologize for something so stupid and petty, right? Keeping cereal in the fridge is really stupid. My feeling when he said my face when he said there's cereal in the fridge. And for some reason it's the photo of Meg from the Hercules Disney movie. No idea how that relates to cereal in the fridge, but whatever. Alright, let me focus on this Black Knight fight for now. I should probably think about some other means of entertainment as we wait for the Black Knight. Like I mentioned in one of my earlier streams, I was thinking about playing Space Cadet Pinball, but I wasn't able to get the Space Cadet Pinball to work on Windows 10 for some reason. Whenever I found some link that looked promising, it was actually... it would pop up as a virus, so I wasn't able to get it in the end. Besides, I have no idea how to stream like 2 games at once, because I would not only have to keep the Tibia window streamed, but I would also have to like apply the Space Cadet Pinball somewhere. It's way too much work, so for now I'll just be reading some green text stories. Let me know what you think about the idea. And of course, as soon as we get the Dragon Lance, you guys will be free as well. There will be no green text streams, unless you really want, I guess. I remember I once read this very long thread about some guy joining a LARP camp, but just reading that one might take hours, so not sure if I wanna go for that. There's some really long posts on 4chan. Well, it is an option, however, I have already received almost every single drop from the Black Knight. The Boots of Haste, which seemed kind of far-fetched, the Lightning Legs, which make no sense. I'm pretty much sure the Dragon Lance is legit. And if I don't ever get it, then, well, I guess I'll switch to swords back again. Still, I am determined to get that Dragon Lance or die trying. Alright, so let's note the loot, reset the timer, and then we can get back to reading something again. Loot 4. Actually, maybe I can just copy the text. Can I? I can, perfect. Why they bother to type it by hand before? I don't know. 4. Let's see. Brass legs. 2 brown breads. Covered. Rope. 3 spears. Alright, let's continue reading. Let me just see really quickly if it is appropriate. Or whatever. Went to the store on Thursday. Bought a half-gallon jar of pickles. Love me some pickles. Eat one as soon as I get home. Tastes good, man, that butt. So good I decide I'll have a few more. Walk back to my computer and start to work, but the urge is not sated. Not by a long shot. Come back to life giving pickle jar several more times. Eat several pickles each time. After an hour, the jar is empty. 400% of my daily sodium never tasted so good. 30 minutes later, I hear a churning in my stomach. Not a light rumbling, sounds like the noise of an old tub makes when you suddenly pull the drain. Initiate sprint to bathroom mode. Barely get my butt on the toilet as a waterfall emerges from my butt. Never in my life have relief and horror been such close bedfellows. After about 10 seconds of continuous flow, it subsides to a trickle and stops. Toilet water is green and smells like vinegar. Body didn't even try to digest that stuff. Clean up and go back to computer, thinking thank god that's over. Not even close. 5 minutes later, the rumbling is back. Even louder this time. Sprint to bathroom, ladder, rinse, repeat. This happens 5 more times. It's finally all gone. Stomach is concave. I have never had less food inside of my body. Completely cleaned out. Cue rumble. Sit on toilet, but it's different this time. I know there's nothing in there. I let out a tiny amount of liquid. Immediately feel better. Well, I guess there was just a tiny bit left. That wasn't so bad. All at once, the burning fire of 1,000 young suns sets upon my anal sphincter. I just had let out pure stomach acid. Frantically wipe at my butt to prevent it from melting away like the spaceship floor from an Alien. Crawl in shower, turn cold water on full blast, and lie prone while gently sobbing. Eventually, towel off and crawl exhausted into bed at 3 AM in the afternoon. Sleep for 14 hours. In retrospect, it was all totally worth it. I love me some pickles. Let's see, another one. Okay, B. Story time. Be me, beta 15-year-old. Had weed a few times, but nothing happened. Decide to try acid. Know a guy. Hooks me up, go home. Close room door, close blinds. Time to fucking party. Oh no. I read it, sorry guys. Lying on bed, waiting for effects to kick in. Oh no, there it is, that JPG. Nothing looks right. Decided to play some video to see what it's like. Good old Zelda on Wii. After 10 minutes get hungry. Try to leave, door won't open. Find key and unlock door. Needed a lot of force, must have in stock. Go downstairs, see parents on couch, try to act cool, how's the weather, that PNG. They leave after a while. Success. Make some Nutella toast. Tastes like crap. Sudden urge to evacuate my bowels. Just make it to the toilet before I start erupting. Feels good, man. Decide to sleep, grab blanket and clock the hell out. Wake up to screaming. Too tired to comprehend. Go back to sleep. Wake up in hospital. My face when. What actually happened according to my family? Got out of bed and threw Zelda game case at the wall. Jumped around in front of my off TV, swinging a spoon and a Wii remote. After an hour of this, I shoved the spoon into the keyhole and threw myself against the door until the lock at my shoulder broke. Went downstairs, made a variety of facial expressions at parents while saying weather over and over until they left. Went to kitchen, spread Nutella onto bare hand and took a bite. Blood trail all the way to my sister's room where I sat in her chair and took a huge dump. Fell asleep wrapped in a rag from the floor where sister found me 10 minutes later. Parents couldn't look at me for a month. Sister won't talk to me. What's your worst tripping balls experience? Well, don't do drugs, guys. It's not worth it. Biting your hand isn't fun. Alright, we have actually hit 11 PM, so I suppose it is almost time to finish the stream. Let me just get one last Black Knight kill in and then we can finish for today. Let's crunch on some more breads, eat some more white mushrooms, and let's see, 6 minutes 20 seconds, so any minute now he should start respawning again. There's quite a lot of other Ironmen playing on the same server. Some of them are also knights, some of them are also free to play, and many of them also use access. So actually, I would rather get that Dragon Lance sooner or later. Otherwise, it might get a little bit messy when everybody tries to get the Dragon Lance at the same time. Wouldn't really want the place to get overcrowded. Just imagine how terrible it would be if it was like, 3 people standing there. You get to go once every 30 minutes. Because everybody wants their turn at the Black Knight. Actual definition of nightmare. Even as it is right now, it's barely doable. Let me just walk around the geometry that we have created. For no apparent reason. Who knows? Maybe somehow this makes the Black Knight respawn a little bit faster. To be honest, I did think about what if there is no Dragon Lance from the Black Knight. But seriously, there would be literally no reason for them to remove that. Then again, there was no reason to remove the Warhammer drop from the Wild Warrior, so I guess maybe they could have done this. I seriously hope that it is not the case. Oh, come on, it's been 9 minutes now. We get the final Black Knight so that I can go to sleep. Will we finish at 2 to 5 kill count? I don't need another Scorpion. Let's see how many Scorpions did we kill at this point. $1,223. Wow. And I have literally only been killing the Scorpion that respawns in this slot. I might actually be already the highest ranking Scorpion killer on the entire server. Oh, there we go, finally. Maybe next time when I am trying to hunt the Black Knight, I should just get like 20 more PCs, install some sort of multi-client, and just have 100 characters logged on to Sakura just to increase the respawn rates. Just keep them in depot and install like a auto clicker just to keep them logged in. Have it click every 10 minutes somewhere so they don't log off automatically. Hello, Brack. I'm pretty sure there's people with more sexy voices though. Only one pair actually. I mean, according to Wiki, they are only supposed to drop once in 247 kills, so I guess I am only supposed to have one pair. And there we go. The second set of fields. What do you mean OnlyFans? What do you mean you? Right, I forgot to stand on the fields. Basically, if I stand in a straight line from the spot where that scorpion respawns, then he will, for some reason, upon spawning on a field, walk on another field and just self-destruct. Which is ideal. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. As you can see, I can just kill him manually, but I just enjoy it when things go perfectly. Well, it really depends on where you look. I was looking at Tibia stats, and they said that you get the lance in like 140 kills, or something like that. However, I think Tibia Wiki has the best amount of kills, because I think someone killed him like 34,000 times. So I must assume that they are the most reliable one. Right, let's hide the timer, let's input the 220 and... my god, I can't speak anymore. 225th kill. There we go, 18 gold pieces and steel. Go, there we go. Let's fix the mosaic. Let me fill in my own notes. And alright, so this would be the last kill for today. Let me just direct myself to a place where I can safely log out. Right here, perfect. And we even managed not to get poisoned by the wyvern on our way. Actually, I didn't look at the Tibia stats, let me take a look. Alright, so from what I can see, they killed 997, but actually their drops are more actual. What I mean is, if you take a look at Tibia Wiki, it says that their statistics were made after update 8.6, and the Tibiopedia statistics were made after version 10.10, which means at least we have confirmation that the Dragon Lance was in the game for, was a drop from the Black Knight as recently as 10.10 version. Actually, what version do we have now? Let's see. 10.10 version Tibia. When was that? That was in 2013, so it's still like 8 years ago. Hopefully they didn't bother to change that at all. Why are we still in combat? Is there a skeleton somewhere here? Maybe. Let's just kill it. Alright, so hopefully the Dragon Lance is obtainable. I mean, I haven't really killed that many Black Knights yet, so I'm not that worried. Maybe if we get to like 600 kills and I still don't have the Dragon Lance, I might start considering that maybe it's no longer there. But I really hope that I can get that lance drop maybe tomorrow, before I hit 300 kills. Definitely would be nice. How long does it take to get rid of that combat state? Oh, there we go, it vanished. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Sorry for cutting the stream short today. I know I usually go for a longer time, but I am quite tired today. And I don't want to keep it going, especially since there isn't really much I can discuss with you. I would rather like to keep my streams shorter, if there is nothing I can talk about, especially now. Just quickly answering the comment. Tibia Wiki says that the actual chance to drop it is 0.29%. So definitely lower than 0.5%. Still, actually it is. Let me just ramble on for a while longer, sorry about that. So, statistics are weird in this way because you can say that you are supposed to receive one drop in 347 kills, right? Just like Tibia Wiki says. However, even on the 347th kill, the chance of receiving the item is still going to be the same. Objectively, it's still going to be 0.29. And while continuing to kill the enemy over and over, and rolling the dice again, I guess, definitely increases your chances. There's no other way to receive the drop after all. It still is a very low chance to receive the drop, 0.29% still, so I don't know, I always get like, I understand how it works. However, depending on how you look at it, you can either assume that you are supposed to receive it at some point and then get very disappointed because you won't, because still, even though you have killed 1k, you are still not guaranteed a drop because it's still just a chance. And on the other hand, if you always consider it as a 0.29% chance, no matter how long you go, then definitely you will probably give up sooner or later, because this percentage isn't exactly very flattering. In any case, thank you very much for watching. Probability is weird like that. Hopefully we get the long end of the stick at some point sooner rather than later. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.